For Top Fuel and Funny Car, they don't keep official records anymore because they're only racing to 1,000 feet. They're not racing to the quarter mile. But the records are for here. Funny Car, John Force did it in 4.005 seconds at 315 miles an hour. And I can't remember who's got the Top Fuel record, but it's 327 miles an hour at 3.2 seconds. So it's going to take us about 18 and a half seconds to get there.
Here to the towers in 3.2 seconds.
Yeah. So they're going to do their burnout, and then they'll back up, and then they'll watch the lights. And they're power braking. And then they're going to go. And Top Fuel's done. Funny Cars are done. Before we even get up to speed. Here's the 1,000-foot mark, and this is quarter mile. And this is where they're going to go ahead and start getting on the brakes and throwing the chute out. This is one of the safest tracks because it has such a long rundown lane. Gives them plenty of time to slow down. Like I said, this is a half-mile long. And then down here at the end, same idea as a runaway truck ramp you'd see in the mountains. We've got this very deep gravel pit. It's about 2 feet deep. That dissipates energy very quickly. We've had some people go into the gravel pit. Nobody's made it to the netting. And then the barrel's full of water. Just past that, there's some trees in the creek if you're still going. But,
You got a problem.
yeah.
Makes me a pound of pressure can make such a difference.
Oh, they're realistically changing a half to a quarter of a pound. I've got a few friends that are crew chiefs. So right now we're on pit row. This is where they'll have all the equipment. I don't know why they haven't taken these fences down yet, but the fences were because we did the Legends Racing. You see a turn here, and then a turn over there. This makes a quarter-mile oval, and they were racing on that.
With the cable series.
Yeah, so I don't know why we haven't taken these down yet, honestly. Last year they came down the week after the racing series. And then once we cross the wall, we're on pit road. One tour van going out on track. So and you can see the front of the lights too. You can see how they're angled just a little bit.
So it costs more to put the lights in than to build the original track.
Probably. We put the lights in '92. We were the first track to have lights and do a night race. That was our 1992 All-Star race. You can see the safer barrier really well. That's the steel and foam reinforced energy reducer. It's tube steel, and then it's connected to the concrete by cables through those big foam triangles. It doesn't look real soft, but it's softer than the concrete wall because that will actually give. There's the start-finish line. The straightaways are 4 degrees of banking and the turns are 24.
You ever get sick of this part?
I've got almost 600, or I've got about 550 laps out here. So,
Wow. Okay.
but this is what 24 degrees feels like. So we always like to go slow through so you can, because when we're going fast, you don't feel the banking at all.
Right.
So 24 is about the maximum that you can park your car sideways on without having problems. Anything else, you're going to start having the car slide down or roll down.
Daytona's what?
Daytona's 31 and Talladega's 33.
Wow.
Cup cars are doing about 165, 175 through the turns. They'll get up to around 200 miles an hour at the end of this straightaway. Okay.
What are you doing now?
85. Bruton's actually the one that came up with this design to have 2 turns on the front stretch. It allows more people to see what's going on at the start-finish line, but we treat this whole thing like one big turn. So we did 3 and 4 at the top. We'll do 1 and 2 at the bottom, and you'll feel it dip in about right here. When they're coming in for a pit stop, they're going to be trying to go as fast as they can down this front straightaway, and they're going to start slowing up in the turns because pit road speed's 45 miles an hour. So they're going to start rolling up around here. When they get to about right here, they're going to go ahead and drop onto the apron, and they got to be at 45 miles an hour by the time they cross this yellow line right here. And then when they're coming in, they're going to be in this lane. And their spotter is going to be counting down how many pit stalls. They're going to be looking for their sign. They're going to go ahead and pull in, change the outside tires, change the inside tires, fill it up with fuel, do any adjustments to the suspension or the chassis they need to do. And they're going to go ahead and pull out. They're going to try to get to the outside lane as fast as possible. They got to stay below 45 miles an hour. Then the end of pit road, as far as timing, is right here, but they aren't allowed to pass 45 until they pass that yellow line. So, then they'll try to get up to speed, and they'll go ahead and get on the banking.
From inside, picture the track to be wider. It's really not that wide.
It's not. This Indianapolis is real skinny.
Gives you a feeling when they're side by side going through the corner. It's just wow. These lanes are for what? The purpose, just to give you an idea?
It helps them spot things on the track a little bit easier, but there's no rules on lanes or lines.
Right, that's what I mean.
It gives the drivers points of reference. 1 tour van off track.